Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jerso and today I am here with one of my favorite videos to film. I love the fall season, absolutely, like hands down favorite season of the year, and I love creating my TBR for the season, picking out books that give me, you know, the fall vibe that I'm really excited to read, and that's exactly what I'm here to do today. I am telling you guys about 7 or so books that I will absolutely get to this fall, and I'm just really excited to read and share them with you guys. As always, don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you aren't, and let's get into the video. So the first book that I will absolutely be reading this fall is Vicious by V.E Schwab. I don't know how I haven't read this yet, but it's happening. I've just been feeling pulled to read it. So in this book we are following two, they're not friends anymore, but we are following the story of two boys, Victor and Eli, and they were working on like this project together where they have found a way to create extraordinary people. And when the book starts, we start out with, I think it was Victor, who has just escaped from jail, and we're trying to piece together what happened between Victor and Eli and how Victor ended up in jail and what he's really after since he broke out. I'm sensing there's a little bit of drift between Victor and Eli, but we as a reader don't know what exactly went wrong in their friendship or when they were doing this experiment. I really chose this one because I know that it is like surrounding like college, like a college experiment, so it just, you know, college fall, it makes sense in my head. So this is one of the books that I'm really hoping to read. I've heard great things about this one and I'm very excited. The next book I'm hoping to get to this fall is Senlin Ascent by Josiah Bancroft. This one has been taking booktube by storm. Everybody who has read it has loved it, and I just had to pick it up. So in this book, it is a, I think it's like, I've heard that it's a fantasy, but it kind of reads like contemporary. Don't quote me on that. I'm like 80% sure I'm wrong, but whatever. So we are following our main character Senlin, and him and his wife have just gotten married and they are on their honeymoon, and they go to the Tower of the Bell, and within that tower his wife goes missing. So it's mostly about his journey through every floor trying to find her and figure out what's going on. And I know that there is some mystery element and he encounters some hardships on every floor, and I am just so excited to read this one. I think it's going to be a page turner and very interesting. I don't know what else to say, but this one seems very good and I'm excited to give it a try. The next book I'm hoping to read is The Taking of Jake Livingston by Ryan Douglas. I absolutely love this cover so much. I think that was one of the main reasons why I added it to my TBR. Like, it just, tell me this doesn't scream fall. It's embodiment of fall, okay? So what I know about this one is that we are following a boy named Jake Livingston. Is his name Jake Livingston? Yes, shocking. So we are following Jake Livingston, and he is like a teenage boy, and he has the problem where he can see ghosts. And this gets a little bit complicated when there is a ghost of a school shooter that is following him around, and I know that there's some complications surrounding that but that's basically all I know about this book, and I think that's all I need to know. I know this, I've heard that this book deals with pretty heavy topics, such as obviously school shooting and stuff like that, so go into it with caution if you are wanting to read it. The next book I want to talk about is one that I'm like, probably when I get done filming this video, I'm going to just start reading it right away. I've waited so long. I was waiting for the perfect time, and I can't wait any longer. So that book is Ace of Spades by Faridah Àbíké Íyímídé, and I've seen this book everywhere. Everybody loves it, and I'm just so excited to read about it, and just I'm so excited. Anyway, let's count how many times I say I'm so excited in this video. This is a young adult thriller, and we are following our two main characters. I'm not sure of their names, but our two main characters are, we are following two black main characters, and they attend a prestigious private school, and they are I think the only two black people, or two of the very few black people that attend this school, and they are both very successful. Like, they are smart, they have things going for them, and then all of a sudden they start receiving text messages from a person, this anonymous person who's going by the name Aces, and Aces is texting the entire student body, or I think, yes, they're texting the entire student body and basically telling secrets about these two black students, and the students are basically trying to figure out who is out to get them and why they are revealing the secrets that they are. And it was pitched as, I think, a Get Out meets Gossip Girl, and I was like, Get Out is one of the few horror movies that I've actually seen, and I love Gossip Girl, so I was like, I have a chance with this one, and I actually enjoyed both shows and movies, so I'm not even gonna say I'm so excited, but I'm really excited about reading this book. Next book I'm hoping to read this fall is one that I've started previously this year, but like I said in my last video, the slump was real. I could not get through it, but I think I am ready, and especially since the sequel is coming out, like, I think the sequel is already out. It's already out, but I want to see if I liked this one first before I went out and buy it, and that is no other than Raybearer by Ifueko. I was really enjoying what I was reading before, but I just could not connect in the way that I really wanted to, and I wanted to give this book its fair chance as being one of my favorites, because everyone loves this story. I've not seen a bad review of the story, and I've heard that the sequel is even better, and once I heard that, I was like, okay, we need to give this another try, because obviously it was a me problem and not the book's problem. But enough rambling, let me just get into what it's about. In Raybearer, we follow a young girl, Terasai, whose mother is basically known as the Lady, I think, and Terasai is tasked with infiltrating this kingdom by becoming one of the king's like 7-member council, and within this council, the council is tasked with like protecting the king, but Terasai has managed to pass all the tests and has joined this council. She has to kind of deal with the conflict of how her mother, the Lady, has tasked her to kill this prince, this king, but she has also started to form this friendship with him as well. So I think that like I think it's like a young adult fantasy, but I've heard lots of good things. From when I was reading, it was like there's a little bit of like found family vibes. The lady kind of gives me the creeps, I'm not gonna lie, but I've heard that her character is very complex, and just like that this story is like something that nobody has ever read before, and it's very unique, and I'm so excited to give this another chance and fall in love with it. Like, oh, fall in love. That was good. That just came to me. I'll be here all week. But I'm excited to read this and fall in love with it like everybody else. The next book I want to talk about is one that also has a sequel coming out. If it's not already out, maybe later this fall or maybe even later this month, and that is no other than Jade War by Fonda Lee. This is the second book in the Greenbone saga, the first being Jade City, which I read earlier this year. The second is Jade War, and I think Jade Legacy comes out later this year. So I am just so excited to continue this series and see it, just the complexity of the characters and the political intrigue, and just I am here for it. I'm so excited. So reining it back, the Greenbone saga in Jade War, what? Okay, nope, that's this book. So in Jade City, we are in a world where Jade is able to give certain people some extreme power. So if you are and only certain people are able to handle Jade. So if you are one of those people, you are a Greenbone, and that Jade allows you to have superhuman strength and a bunch of other abilities that you find out in book 1. And there are basically 2 family clans that kind of control all of the Jade that is in this world, and they are very powerful. But there is a new drug that is introduced called SN1, which will allow non-Greenbones to be able, for their bodies to be able to handle this Jade, which is great because then the country will be able to sell Jade and SN1 and be able to bring some more money into their economy. But it's also bad because Jade is very powerful, so within the wrong hands it could be a disaster. War could start and both enemy sides would have access to this supernatural Jade. So we are following basically the 2 clan families as they navigate this decision on, do they want to outsource Jade, should SN1 be made? And it's just such a complex political family drama, and it's just, it is so good. Jade City is a little slow in the beginning, but I promise it's worth it. I was almost in tears at one point in that book. If you know, you know. So I'm really excited to read this one. It is a thick boy, but I hope to read this in anticipation for the 3rd book that is coming out soon. The last book that I have to talk to you about is one that I really don't know much about, but I was just so drawn to the cover, and I feel like the cover just screams fall to me. Most of these covers do. But I am talking about If We Were Villains by M.L. Riv. I obviously can't read. So I think I've heard good reviews about this, but I'm not really sure. This, please, like, don't listen to anything I'm about to say, because I think I'm gonna be lying. But I think this has a little bit of dark academia vibes, and that's all the rage right now. And personally, I have not found a dark academia book that I love just yet. So I'm intrigued because this one has really great reviews as well. What I do know is that we are following our main character, Oliver Martz, and he has just came out of jail. And when he gets released, he is released to the detective who put him behind bars. And the detective is basically like, okay, so tell me what really happened and the whole circumstances surrounding this whole shenanigans. So apparently there was a play that was held in a school and something goes wrong, and I'm not exactly sure if that's correct, but I think so. So it says part coming of age story, part confession. If We Were Villains explores the magical and dangerous boundary between art and life. In this tale of loyalty and betrayal, madness and ecstasy, the players must choose what roles to play before the curtain falls. So there you have it. Those are the 7 books that I will try my very hardest, if not most likely, read this fall season. Please comment down below some books that are on your radar for this season, Halloween spooky books. Just leave them all. I'm always looking for some recommendations. Also, if you guys have some good romances that kind of give off the fall vibes, or maybe even like a change from summer to fall, just vibes like that you think that I would enjoy, please let me know, because I feel like romances during the fall are kind of hard to come by. It's mostly like summer vibes, you know what I mean? And I really need some romances to kind of break up my reading, or just romances in general. Leave those down below in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you aren't, and I will see you guys in another video soon. Bye.